Revelator aggregator. Well, maybe I spoke too soon about the imminent political demise of Zionist warmonger Bibi Netanyahu. Apparently, President Rivlin has tasked Bibi as Prime Minister designate to form a coalition government. A task which all sane commentators admit appears impossible in Israel's currently highly polarized political environment. The Knesset requires a 61-seat parliamentary majority in order to govern. Bibi has 55 seats. Benny Gantz has 54 seats. Bibi has officially up to 4 weeks to cobble together some kind of coalition. Rivlin can extend the deadline by 2 weeks, I believe. Then if he's unsuccessful, or if he returns early and throws up his hands, I reckon Gantz has a crack at it. And here's where it gets interesting. If neither one of them can cobble together a coalition, there's a never-before loophole that would allow any lawmaker 3 weeks to try to get a 61-seat majority. And I say gets interesting because in the meantime, the far-out Christian Zionist and hoogie-boogie Kabbalists have come up with some crackpot propaganda story that the late Kabbalah wizard Rabbi Kaduri, who lived to be well over 100, apparently, allegedly, way back in his youth, made some prophecy that's never been published. This is all hearsay and word of mouth. That right around this time, Israel would have a crisis and be unable to form a government, and that shortly thereafter, the Hoogie Boogie Messiah, the Moshiach, not Jesus, the Hoogie Boogie Antichrist, would reveal himself. Don't kill the messenger. This is not my story, and I didn't cook up this quote-unquote prophecy. Let's just take a trip into speculation land, shall we? What if the Hoogie Boogie's plan is to use this opportunity of chaos to roll out the Hoogie Boogie Moshiach? I'm just throwing that out there. However it unfolds, I'm just grateful to Father God for the reprieve and delay created by this turmoil amongst the Zionists in Israel. To be honest, I would prefer that they never formed a governing coalition. That way, the greatest warmongers and saber rattlers for an idiotic, suicidal war with Iran would be hamstrung and paralyzed from carrying that awful idea to fruition. And again, please don't read me as being, quote, anti-Semitic, unquote, whatever that means in this day and age. I'm not speaking of the Israeli citizens at large. I'm merely speaking of their awful Zionist government. Whatever happens, take heart, brothers and sisters. We know how the story ends. Ultimately, God is in control. Father God bless you all. Jesus Christ saves, and stay positive. Postscript. The magazine headline that I featured on screen for most of this video, which reads simply "The Voodoo That Jews Do," is about Kabbalah. And it was written and featured in 2014 in a long-running and famous Jewish magazine called The Forward. But YouTube will still probably censor this video because it's anti-Semitic. Again, may Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the creator of the universe, may he bless you all. Jesus Christ, his only begotten Son, is the true Messiah, and he saves. And stay positive.